So I'm currently in Ouray, Colorado, and this is about maybe about 15 miles away from Ridgeway State Park. From Moab, Utah, I traveled back to Interstate 70 and traveled just past Grand Junction to Palisade, Colorado, where I stayed for 5 days at the James M. Robb Colorado River State Park before turning south to Ridgeway State Park. I'd never traveled to Ridgeway before, but the state park had availability for me to camp for 6 days, so away I went, and I was greeted again by an incredible state park. The campground is located beside a large reservoir, and during my first day, I explored by bicycle, eventually taking the 6-mile cycle trail down to the small town of Ridgeway. People of this town do have a sense of humor. As I was coming on this trail the other way, I was looking to the right, turned and looked to the left, and caught this at the last second. Not funny. The town looks very similar to Telluride. I was at Telluride yesterday. The clouds and rains and all came through yesterday, so I didn't take any video, but I'm going to go back tomorrow and you'll see video of Telluride. But this place looks very similar to Telluride, although Telluride looks like it's a little bit more posh than Ouray. This was a mining town back in the 1800s. Visitor Center is just behind me here. I stopped there, check out get a map, see what's here. But really, there's Main Street, and then there's 2 roads or so that go off to the side, and that's about it. But this is an off-roader's mecca place. There's a lot of Jeep roads and things like that. With a population hovering around 1,000, Ouray is often referred to as the Switzerland of America because of the high mountains around the town. And Main Street is registered as a National Historic District, as most of the buildings date back to the 1800s. Alright, I'm on the gondola, and it is free. Got a mask up though. Now that we're away from the station, I'll pull the mask down. This is Telluride, and it's about 40 miles away from the Ridgeway State Park I'm staying at right now. And I was out here about 2 or 3 days ago, but it was cloudy and raining. In fact, it rained several times while I was out here, so gray skies don't make for good video. But today, beautiful weather, and this gondola, it's in 3 different sections, and it goes pretty good long ways. Mountain bikers can put their bikes on the racks here and go up the mountain. So I'm just going to spend a short time here today. I did a lot of walking around a couple of days ago when I was here last. So I'll spend maybe about 2 hours here and then head back. And I've got to go to Montrose, fill up with fuel, and and then get back and do some RVing chores because tomorrow is hookup day and heading out. And I have to go south along a road. Actually, I'll go through Ouray and then go to what they call the $1 Million Highway. And that is supposed to be a pretty scary drive. A lot of switchbacks on that road, and I think you go over 10,000, 11,000 feet. Telluride is known as a world-class ski resort town, but here are a few things you may not know about the town. Did you know that the first major crime attributed to Butch Cassidy occurred in 1889 when he robbed the San Miguel Valley Bank in Telluride, making off with a reported $20,000. Also, Wilson Peak, located in Telluride, is the mountain featured in the Coors Light beer label, and is one of a few mountains in the area that top out over 14,000 feet. From Ridgway State Park, I traveled south to my next campground, Navajo State Park, where I camped for 5 days. Much like Ridgway State Park, it is located by a reservoir, and most importantly, they had availability, and it was a nice campground. About 20 miles from my campground is the town of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. Known for its hot springs, this small town is located beside the San Juan River and the 3 million acre San Juan National Forest. This town offers much for the outdoors enthusiast. And for my time in the area, I lucked out by visiting during a very special weekend. When I came into town a couple of days ago and went to the visitor center, lo and behold, they told me that there's a balloon festival here this weekend. And they'll be flying today and tomorrow. Today's Saturday and obviously Sunday. Could not pick better weather. It's a beautiful day. It was 40 degrees this morning. It's probably about 50 now. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please do so, and tell a friend. And I always enjoy reading your comments.